when you have such of like a controversy here, or like a conflict between what the federal government is saying and then what the conservation community is saying, and what we need to move forward with?
Yeah, that's a really good question, a really hard question. I'd say that one of the cool things about the nearshore framework and the concept of moving nearshore in general with our conservation focus is that it's, like you mentioned, a really fundamental shift in what our goals are for conservation, what it's aiming to do. I think to go back to what Angela was saying, there was a time period, for Teddy Roosevelt, where a lot of the focus was on putting nature and protecting it and safeguarding it away from where people are, and nature is something that you go and visit. And today, with this report, we want to really encourage people to see nature as something that works for people, works for coastal communities, in addition to ecosystems. So this means helping protect coastal communities from effects of storms and flooding, helping provide livelihoods and economic benefits, an important part of culture or religious connection for some communities. All of these are aspects of nature and of coastal communities that are really important, and I think our focus as conservation professionals should focus there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think one nice thing about moving nearshore away from those really large pelagic protected areas is that you're putting nature within reach of people and putting your protections where people can see them and experience them and benefit from them. So even though for for my frustration, a lot of people are walking away from DEI promises and
Mm-hmm.
interest in equity. I think that there's still a lot of benefits that can be provided to communities
Of
that have
course.
historically not been able to access nature, who have not been able to benefit from nature, by just shifting our focus in conservation. So while I would love to be in a place where there's a strong federal commitment to DEI and saying those principles out loud, I think
Mm-hmm.
one of the benefits of shifting this focus is that there's going to be benefits for um, sort of underserved communities, even if you have to fly under the radar a little bit.